Welcome back to Idle Talk. Today, another episode, still new camera. This time we've upped it to 4K, 24 frames a second. Let's just see how that looks like. Last week it was 1080 60. We're just gonna see if that works. If it doesn't work, then we'll figure it out. But we're going 10K, 24. Next week we'll probably try 4K 60 if I don't like it. Probably. That means I have to upgrade the camera. But we're in that period where I can return it to Target and then just get the next camera up. But today I think I walked in on some people making out at Barnes and Nobles. They were in the back of a bookshelf, so it was very awkward for me. I was just walking around. So what I do normally is, hold on, let me adjust my mic. So what I do normally is I go to Barnes & Nobles on Wednesday, and I work from home pretty much at that Barnes & Nobles. So I just get on my laptop, go boop, 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 do all the things I need to do from if I don't have a meeting to make, I have to do it from 1 to 4:30. So I work at that Barnes & Nobles for that specified time. So I was walking around. I finished editing a TikTok I made. I just posted it to Instagram. So by the time I'm talking, it's 9 o'clock on Wednesday. So I just posted it. I'm testing out this thing about the Instagram algorithm that if you post vertical videos and vertical pictures, it'll push it out more because that's what Instagram wants to push currently. So we're doing that. We're pushing that kind of content out, and we'll see how it goes. So I was editing that clip of Drake basically ending a marriage single-handedly, and so I was doing that, and I was walking around fucking Barnes & Nobles with the Wi-Fi on. It's at 80% uploaded. I'm walking around, going, and I'm like, let me turn this corner. Oh, rain ponchos. I'm like, is it gonna rain? And I'm talking to myself, right? I remember last week that clip about talking to yourself, or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I talked to myself. So I was talking, and then I turn the corner. Boom, there's these two kids just fucking sitting on the floor reading. And I think I interrupted their makeout session. So I apologize to those kids. But I didn't snitch, because that used to be me. When I was younger, I used to fucking go around and do that. So, I know what it's like not having your own private personal space. But, if you get caught like that, you get caught. But luckily I didn't work there, so it wasn't an issue to me. So I just kept walking around. I just went to do something. And then I just finally had to leave. I didn't get the video uploaded. So what I did was I turned on LTE, waited for it to go one up, and then disconnected from the Wi-Fi and ran off to the class that I had to teach. So, and speaking of that class, I thought today was the last day for that class, and I was rushing. And I was like, oh fuck, I didn't get the coach who coaches with me. I didn't get him his prizes in time. So I started writing down the names of his kids, his certificates, and all I needed to do was Coach Tyler to fucking sign his name, and that's it, and it was done. But apparently we end next week, and I stressed out over nothing, and I wrote down one of his classes, all their names on a certificate, and then that's it. I was like, yo, I did one, I fucked up by thinking I fucked up, but I didn't fuck up. We're good, we're fine. So I wrote one of my classes down too, because if I did one of his, I'm gonna do one of mine, and then now we only had to do 2 classes each. But that was fun. That was interesting to kind of do and discover that. I just been so on, not on edge, but so I've been on top of everything, and it just comes sometimes, you let things slip, and I thought I let something slip, but it didn't really slip, if that makes sense. But this job is the only job that I've ever had that required me to use 2 different backpacks. So I have my nomadic everyday bag, right? And it's funny because remember 2-3 episodes ago I was talking about I don't know which bag I like more to use every day, and it turns out I need both of them. So I need the waterproof bag to hold my laptop now and my iPad just in case I would ever need it, and the other bag is to help take it on the field with me, hold my attendance, hold the prizes that I'm giving out to people. I'm getting the certificates out to people. I have to it's up in my mail bag and my personal bag, and I'm running around driving to different people, handing them their stuff, and just bada bing bada boom. That's it. So it's interesting. It was kind of funny to kind of realize that I had 2 different bags. And so, I was I really walking through Barnes & Nobles, one backpack on the front and then one backpack in the back. And it's just, I think I looked ridiculous as fuck in Barnes & Nobles, but I made a whole experience out of it today. I went to fucking Safeway, which is a grocery store that was right next to it. I bought some mangoes. So I not tricked myself, but I played myself kind of, where I thought that they only had mangoes and strawberries together. So I bought that one. And then I found the mangoes by itself, and so I bought both of them. And I had a shit ton of mangoes, and I had a little bit of strawberries, but that was fun. And it was dandy. I got to enjoy myself. But I have been feeling so tired lately, and I don't know, maybe if I'm like overworking myself or like working too much. I'm getting 40 hours a week, 80 hours a pay period. Like it should like, and it's in sports, and I'm coaching, and it doesn't feel like a lot, but I'm like, I'm like feeling it. Like I'll be driving, and I'm like. Just like dead ass, just like for all the audio listeners tune into the clip, I'm gonna post it. But I'm like, it's like fucking drowsy as fuck. Like I'm awake, I'm not falling asleep. I'm just like fucking like, my eyes just get heavy, and I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm fully awake. Why are my eyes trying to close right now? Like consciously, I'm thinking I'm good enough to drive. I'm good enough to be awake, but I think subconsciously my body's like, yo, motherfucker. Go to bed. And I'm like, bro, I'm driving an hour away. What do you mean go to bed? So that's something I've been struggling with. And I think, so recently I've been taking Benadryl in the morning. Fun fact, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to take something else in the morning. If you take anything at all, you take Benadryl at night. And I've just been taking these pink pills, and it was like, I opened the box and I threw them away because I opened one, and I was like, fuck the box, I don't need the box. I know they're allergy pills. And then I would take them, and then by like 11, 12, I'm driving. I have to call like Malik or somebody or Jalen. And I'm just like, yo, man, I'm fucking tired. Like, I'm just like, I didn't even do much right now, but I'm just fucking tired as fuck. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm feeling weird. Like, I'm fucking tired. And then I called my mom one day because Malik and Jalen didn't pick up. And we were talking, and I was like, yeah, I've been taking. She's like, how's the allergy pills going? I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm like, you're taking the Allegra? I'm like, is it the pink one? And she's like, no, that's Benadryl. And I'm like, Benadryl? What's the difference? He's like, wait, that one you're supposed to take at night. I was like, who takes allergy medicine at night? Like seriously. But apparently it helps you go to sleep. So I've been like microdosing sleeping pills pretty much. I've been fucking drinking, and like I've been drinking like with water. I've been taking that pill and just drinking it down. I'm like, yo, if anybody tries to fucking get me to go to sleep, like drug me or whatever, I think I can fight it enough, because I've been fighting the urge to go to sleep for like weeks. I'm telling you, weeks. So I recently switched to Allegra. It doesn't really hit the same, but I'm still like, now that I made the switch, I still get kind of drowsy, even though it's like a non-drowsy medication. But I don't know if it's something like maybe my diet's weird, or maybe I'm eating too much for breakfast. But I'll be realistic with you. Today for breakfast, I had 5-ish pieces of turkey bacon made in the air fryer, 2 eggs, white bread, and ketchup. So I made a sandwich. I thought it was enough for one sandwich. Wasn't enough, so like it was a little bit too much. So I had a little bit of turkey bacon left, and I put cheese in the next sandwich, and then I ate the 2 sandwiches. They were like this big, so they were like the Bimbo white bread. So it's not that much of a big bread, but it's still bread. And then I went to class, and then I was driving towards class, like an hour to class, and I'm like, fucking head bobbling. I'm like, fuck, what's happening? I drank a Gatorade. I thought that would help. I was like, maybe I had too much sugar to begin with. I didn't really drink juice in the morning. I drank some mango juice, right? Not a lot, not even too much. So I drank some, and then I was just like, fuck, I'm tired. Like, why am I so tired? And it's just because I don't know. I don't know the reason. Like Cardi B, what is the reason? I don't know the reason. But let's get into some more recent things, like baby formula shortage. There's one person to blame for that, and I think we all know who it is. I'm gonna put his face right here for my audio listeners. It's fucking Nick Cannon. That man's having a baby like once a year, I think, and he needs to stop. He's taking up all the baby formula. So yes, Nick Cannon is the reason why there's the baby formula shortage, and you can't convince me otherwise. So we're gonna head on to some tweets, and the first one, it says, I'm struggling to think of a less romantic place for a marriage proposal than the TSA line. And it's somebody proposing, and the TSA Instagram account apparently puts up this picture, and I can't agree more. Like, out of all places, why would you decide that you want to spend the rest of your life with someone in the TSA line? I don't understand. Please make it understand, because I am shook. I'm thrown off. I can't believe that actually happened, and I feel bad for this girl. Truly, I feel terrible that happened for her, And I wish her the best of luck in all future endeavors. Next, our next tweet, or our next Instagram. Yeah, next tweet. Oh, no, it's on Instagram. It says, local man paralyzed after eating 413 chicken nuggets. So the limit is 412. Well, that brought back flashbacks. But it says, man took one for the team. So 412 chicken nuggets. I didn't think that you could get paralyzed from it. The limit for chicken nuggets, 412. So once you approach that 400 range, I would just give or take the 12. Stop at 400. I don't want you to risk it any more than you have to. A $350,000 Bored Ape NFT was just sold for $115. As it should, to be honest. I mean, somebody will probably say, I like it for the artwork. NFTs, I can't see it. I can't see it sticking around. Not as much as like people like Gary Vee or anybody else will try to push that to you. I don't see it sticking around. If it does, it does, and we just have to deal with it. But if it doesn't, told you so. Next, this tweet says, never had McDonald's pancakes, but today this blueberry one's hitting the spot. Sir, are you okay? McDonald's doesn't sell blueberry pancakes. If you zoom in, those are moldy. They're moldy. What are you doing? So pray for that guy. Pray for that guy. This next one is from Reddit. It says, you can fuck the same sex as much as you want and still be straight. And anyone insisting otherwise is incredibly toxic. I'm a guy, and sometimes I enjoy hooking up with other guys. I have zero attraction to the parts of them that are socially considered masculine, but I also don't have any disgust towards them either. I'm indifferent. To me, it's an easy way to get off. If I ever mention this online, I'm told I must be bisexual. Either I'm in denial or experiencing internalized homophobia/biphobia. Maybe that's the case for some people, but personally, I would be happy to identify as bisexual if I actually felt any attraction towards men. I just don't. I don't like that I have to take on a label that doesn't align with how I genuinely feel. I also heard I could identify as heteroromantic bisexual, but I don't like this either. I don't find men sexually attractive. Stop forcing me to take on a label when I don't have internal experience or external struggle that the LGBT people have to deal with. I don't experience that struggle, and I don't want to pretend like I do. Would this person be? I don't know what I would. I don't know. I'm thrown off. If you know, do we need to label this person? I don't think we did. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be labeled. He's perfect. Is being straight a label? He said doesn't want to be labeled, but he says he's still straight. Does he want a label? I'm not too sure. I don't know how to deal with this situation. So you let me know, please. Comments. Do I put a poll? I don't think I'll put a poll. Just let me know in the comments. I think that'll be the best thing for everybody. This is a tweet, and it says, the Purge movie's weird because they said all crime legal and everybody automatically thought murder. I'd be in the grocery store stealing all the chicken and steak. I don't get it. And it's funny because in the Purge, it says that the Purge is there to kind of get rid of like poor people, to kind of like fix the system, fix the structure of how things are, in the eyes of the rich and wealthy, and the poor people just buy guns to protect themselves when they could be rallying and literally doing this, stealing food, because it says that jobs are down during the Purge, like the economy is not that good, like poor people are struggling, and while the middle and upper class are succeeding and striving. So I feel like maybe if they banded together, the Purge movies wouldn't be a series, but just poor people coming together and building themselves up from the dirt. That's this week's Idle Talk. Next week, I'm going to get you a longer episode. I just kind of wanted to get the episode done, to kind of just talk through like my day today, and, be aware. Something's coming. Something big is coming. And I'm excited for it. I might have to upgrade that camera, just to be able to continuously record in 4K. I just realized that in the middle, like, it says, hey, we can't record, we can't write this much 4K. So definitely gonna have to upgrade that. Gonna take that in probably tomorrow morning. Try to see if I can get some credit, and then buy the new one probably that same day. So that was this week's Idle Talk. I'm Fernando, and I'll see you next week or maybe 2 weeks. We'll see. I'll definitely be pumping out minis, but I might just make clips in the meantime just to put out on socials. But follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Idle Talk Pod. Subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and leave us 5 stars. It'll really help me out. Really help the growth of the podcast. And that's it. That's it for me. I hope you guys had a good Wednesday. Hope you have a good Thursday when you listen to this tomorrow. And see you next time. Peace.